Legislative Advocacy Day is coming up on April 12th, and soon you'll be meeting with your representative and senator to talk about House Bill 1415. There are 2 points that you should be aware of while discussing this bill, and you'll be able to see an example after this of what a meeting might look like. The 2 points are practice protection and adding diagnosis to the scope of practice. Practice protection is important because it means that social workers practicing in the clinical social work field are actually licensed in Pennsylvania. Here's one example of what a meeting might look like and some do's and don'ts on how to act professionally and get the message across. Hi, I'm here to talk to you about House Bill 1415. This bill will mandate that social workers practicing independently be licensed clinical social workers and would add diagnosis to the scope of practice. Hi, I'm Kayla. I'm a social work student.
Very nice to meet you. Have a seat.
All right. Well, I would like to talk to you about supporting House Bill 1415 today, if that's all right.
Sure.
All right. So the bill has 2 main points. One being practice protection and ensuring that social workers providing clinical services are actually licensed. And the second point, adding diagnosis to the practice field and to the scope of practice for clinical social workers. Hi, I'm Kayla.
Hi, nice to meet you.
Hi.
Nice to
I'm
meet
Jasmine.
you.
Nice
So
to meet you.
yeah, so we'd like to talk to you about
Yeah, so
practice
basically
protection.
practice
And,
protection is something you're going to
start. I'd like to talk to you about House Bill 1415, which is essentially about practice protection for clinical social workers. So there are 2 main points of the bill. One is to ensure practice protection and that professionals who are providing clinical services are in fact licensed within clinical social work. For example, practice protection is especially important in Pennsylvania because if a social worker loses their license in, say, New York, they can move their independent practice to Pennsylvania and they're still legally able to practice. Thank you for meeting with us.
Oh, of course.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Also, I was just sort of curious. I saw that you voted against medical marijuana. Why? And thank you for meeting with me. It was a pleasure. Here's some additional information on the bill for your
Great,
own
thank you.
sources. And thank you for meeting with me.
Sure, thank you.
Have a great day.
You too.
In conclusion, Legislative Advocacy Day is fun. Your representatives and senators are there to listen to you, and you are their constituents. So remember, have fun, but stay professional and represent the field.